housing market here in Massachusetts. Reports show that single-family homes are selling faster than they have in 8 years. Sales jumped more than 16% since last year at this time. Supply and demand also driving up some prices. So joining us live now to discuss is Kimberly Allard-Moccia. She's with the Mass Association of Realtors. Good morning.
Good morning.
So give us a sense of, as this housing market starts to heat up here, supply and demand, what's really driving all this?
Well, it's obviously, like you said, supply and demand. The concern that we're having is we've got a lower inventory. So we need folks to feel comfortable to put their homes on the market so buyers have things to buy.
Give us an idea of cost median home across the state.
Sure. Median home prices as of September for Massachusetts is about $325,000 for a single family, and for a condominium it's just a little bit less, about $305,000.
So as we kind of get into the housing market, if you're someone who's buying right now or you're someone who's selling, there could be some bidding wars out there in terms of that asking price or above asking price. A lot of times, someone who out there is a buyer will get upset that they offered what the number was, but then they got outbid. Are we seeing a lot of that going on in the state right now?
We have. The market heated up dramatically since about March. So we have seen, with the shortage of inventory and the lower interest rates, which are pushing buyers into the market, we have seen multiple bid situations. Now, as you mentioned, multiple bid situations may not only mean that you're competing with other buyers, but they could be over asking price offers, but they're not always over asking price offers.
And then is there an average as to how long a single family home will be on the market? Are they going a lot faster than they have in the past?
Sure. For the last 2 years, we've seen that number drop. Each community is different, but the days on the market is something we track, and it is getting shorter.
What's the most important stat that you do track that gives you an indication that the housing market within the state is really stabilizing and it's at a healthy level?
Well, we look at sales prices, we also look at inventory, and then we look at pending sales as well. And all that information tells us that, we're headed in the right track, in the right direction. But what we really need to focus on is the fact that now is a good time for buyers to buy because the interest rates are low. The thought of maybe the interest rates ticking up has actually caused increased activity. And sellers really need to feel comfortable that now is a good time for them to sell. They talk to a realtor, they get a good price for their home. That we're not talking overpricing. A properly priced home that's positioned well, it looks good, that will sell quickly. And if the sellers can get more inventory into the market, buyers can buy, people can move on, they can move up. We can keep this trend going in the right direction.
Inventory is a key figure to look at because obviously if the inventory is low in a certain area, that might drive the cost up because supply is so low based on the inventory of homes that are available. Are we seeing construction throughout the state? Are new homes being put up, if they are any certain demographics of the state where we're seeing a lot of construction that would start to raise that supply level?
Well, that's a great point, and we're not seeing that in Massachusetts. Unlike areas like California, Las Vegas, and Florida, where they had a tremendous amount.
Hit hard.
They got hit hard. They had a tremendous amount of new construction that all but halted. You saw a lot of subdivisions that were abandoned and not completed. You didn't see that in Massachusetts because we didn't have that overabundance of new construction. But that very same issue is now causing us a problem because we don't have the inventory that we need to get people into homes. So we do need some new construction and more inventory.
Looking into the future here, only a couple months left before the end of the year. Better time now for buyers or sellers?
The rest of the year, I think that, it's pretty even playing field right now. With the interest rates being low and with houses still being affordable in Massachusetts, we haven't hit the peak yet for single-family homes. It's a good time to get into the market if you're qualified. And by qualified, are you pre-approved? Are you ready to buy? Do you have a good down payment? Do you have a job? Do you have money in the bank? And if you're a seller, it's a great time to sell. It's one of the best times in the last, probably 6 or 7 years we've seen, especially with the inventory being so low. It's a good time for both buyers and sellers if you're ready.
Yeah, the approval process has certainly changed following the housing market crash, which banks can lend to. You need to have a lot of specifics in there. So, Kimberly Allard-Moccia, we appreciate the time this morning. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
We got to take a break. A lot more coming your way, and the Fox 25 Morning News continues.